Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you may be in the world. I'm Sarah Jane, where I'm here in the UK, so it's quite early in the morning for us here. And our guest this week is Swami Mukti, who's in New Zealand. So great, we're opposite ends of the world, which is beautiful. I love that. Let me introduce you to our guest this week. Swami Mukti is a modern-day yogi, international speaker, and spiritual mentor who shares yoga as the art of science of positive living. He received direct training living in India for 16 years and has been based in New Zealand since 1996, when he co-founded Anahata Yoga Retreat. As the spiritual director of Light Mind, his current mission is to share practical insights on how to enlighten life by learning how to manage the mind. He has released 4 meditation CDs and is the author of a practical spirituality blog. Combining 40 years of experience, Swami Mukti draws from an ancient wisdom and adapts it to suit the needs of contemporary living. His holistic approach to the modern human being is scientific, yet practical and comprehensive. In a direct, fun, and compassionate way, he encourages individuals to trust their potential and tap into the wisdom of life. Swami Mukti, welcome to the program, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me here also. And I am ready to start sharing with people, you know, because I'm not a teacher. I am a sharer. Yeah, I don't know more than anybody, but I have experiences that I like to share, because my experiences are not only for me. You know, whatever the universe gives to me, I feel to share it with others.
And that's brilliant, because I think this is exactly what this whole series of Gift of Healing TV is about. It's about sharing. It's about helping people know what's out there and helping people to experience little bits of it to find out whether it's right for them. And that's exactly what it's about. I'd love you to share a little bit of your story, of how you got started, I know you're sort of sharing with us sort of this today, but just share a little bit about yourself with our viewers.
Okay. You know, I was born in my native Colombia in South America, and from very small, I didn't like to play with toys. I used to sit, close my eyes, meditate, or just cross my legs. I used to imagine that I have a big amount of people in front of me, and I used to say discourses, and my family thought that I was a little bit, but I was like this. That was my inclination. My parents started worrying about me a little bit because I was not that normal person, normal for them. You know, I was a different type of person. And I grew like this, you see. And at the age of 15, I went to a Catholic monastery and stayed for 2 years. But well, I learned what I had to learn from that. I didn't continue with this because my life was not for that in this way, you see. I needed to find a more independent way how to know more about myself, because I don't feel that I have to be told how I should be. I have to find out this by myself. And then I left the monastery, and then I was a little bit lost at the beginning after, and I was a hippie also for 3-4 years. Yeah. And then I came across yoga at the age of 21. And I started practicing and meeting people and meeting masters and yogis. And that brought me to India. And I lived there with some yogis from the Himalayas. Yeah, great people. I feel very grateful for whatever they share with me. But I had been told by one of them that, you see, you don't need to follow me. You have to follow yourself. I am very grateful for this, for this advice, you know, of this great person. And I obeyed that, and I started moving around, trying to find myself, and at the same time, you know, traveling around the world, sharing with people um, the depths of yoga, what I learned, my experience in India. And then I end in New Zealand. In New Zealand, I co-founded an international yoga center that is there, and I had a yoga retreat. But I also left this after 16 years. And now I am independent, and I am creating something else that is called Light Mind. And it has to see with what we are going to do now. Because I think the name of this topic today is mental weight lost. Yeah.
Yes.
So we are here.
Oh, thank you, thank you. And it's so important that we are true to ourselves. And it is for us to learn, and it is all about ourselves and us finding totally the right way for us to honor who we are. And we are the only one who can do that, because every single one of us is an absolute individual.
Exactly.
And we're all here with our own purpose, for our own experiences, and nobody, we can have a sense of what others may be going through, but I suppose we're all here to help each other be ourselves.
Yes, yes. We support each other, you see, and we share. But, you know, finally you have to connect with your own self. I cannot do this for you. I can inspire you, but you have to walk your path.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is why this teacher that I used to have, he used to tell me that the best yoga posture is not head stand, it's feet stand, standing on your own feet. Yeah. This is the best yoga posture. Yeah. So
The best posture for everybody. Stand on your own two.
everybody stand on your own feet. Huh? A little bit of acrobatics sometimes, you know, but the real thing is just a posture in front of life. Yeah. And we come across with something that is called the mind. We all have one. And this mind goes with you wherever you go, like your own shadow. See, your husband or your boyfriend or your girlfriend, they cannot go with you where the mind goes with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to sleep, your mind is with you. You go to, but if you have a heavyweight mind, you are going to get tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have to find the gym to reduce mental weight. I see many people nowadays, very young people, trying to reduce physical weight. They are so concerned about the line. But what about this mind?
Yeah.
If you have a light mind,
Yeah.
you experience a light life. And there are ways how to do that. You see? And, you know, I am going to be very, very practical with you guys, because, yeah, I can say certain things, but I want to give to you a little technique that will put you, you know, gradually into the right shape with your mental body. Yeah. And this practice is called inner silence. You know, because there is a chat going on all the time in the mind. And, you know, there are people who change ideas each 5 minutes. There is a lack of balance. The mind goes everywhere. We worry about little things. And there are a lot of things going on, you see. And we don't know how to face this mind. The experience of your mind is the experience of your life. So we need to really get rid of these toxins, yeah, that increase the mental weight. And this inner silence, is a technique that helps you to come out a little bit, gain a perspective, and see with a sense of non-attachment the mental trips, the things that are going on in the mind, the noise. Because this is the first thing that we have to do. We are so engrossed with this. If the mind tells you, now I am going to make you sad, and then you follow like a little pet and you become sad. Now I'm going to make you hilarious, and then it puts you like this. Now, so we are, yeah, the mind is our master, but we have to change little by little role. We can't become the master of our own mind, because this is what we should do. We should be the master of our own lives.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It is so a matter of being master of our own lives and letting go of all the mind chatter, and sort of, yeah, helping to calm it down and help. It's actually helping, to me, it's helping our head to support our heart choices rather than our head squashing our heart choices, because our head's very good at saying, oh, you can't do it because of this, you can't do it because of that, you can't do it because of the other. It's changing your head's job to how your head helps your heart choices to occur. And I'd like to say hi to Malathi, who's let us know she's here. She's in Sri Lanka. So she joins us whenever she can. So welcome to Malathi. Welcome to whoever else has joined us live, because I know we've got others. So I'd love to go into, because you're sharing a meditation with us. So
Yes,
do you want to share a little bit about what's coming, and then we can go into that?
Yes. You want me to share about the practice?
If we're doing this mental weight loss with yoga, so if you would like to share, because I think you said you need to explain a little bit about it first, and then we can go into it. So if we can do that, then obviously any of our viewers that have got questions, we can come back to that at the end.
Well, you see, when I go on the street, I see many people walking like this. Heavy weight. Life is too heavy for them. And really, we have to really learn the way how to raise our head. But this is only possible if you apply the anti-gravity formula. Yeah, because you see, we allow that this mind becomes very crowded with negativity. Negativity is not our nature. Our nature is positivity. Negativity comes from the outside. I always tell to my students, my friends, that my blood type is B positive. Yeah. And I am ready to offer transfusion. Because, see, I see many people. No, I come across so many people that the whole day, they always pick up the negativity. We have a tremendous vocation to become negative. And we need to let this go and really learn the way how to connect with our deep heart. But in between this, there is a mind that is heavy, that does not allow us. So we need to treat the mind first, no?
Yeah.
So that we have the free way to connect with our heart. Yeah. And once you are connected with your heart, then you can use your mind. You can do business, you can do that, you can do that. That is different, because if we have a mind, we have to use it. But the problem is that mind is using us.
Yes.
And we have to change the role. Huh? And this is why, with this practice that I'm going to give to you, this practice has the tendency to take you out a little bit from this heaviness, so that you become the witness, the non-attached witness, the objective witness of the mental trips, because it's a traffic jam that is going on there, conflicts and all these type of things. I have somebody who asked me from Germany, wrote to me an email and say, Swami Mukti, can you explain to me what is perfection? Can you imagine a German person asking me what is perfection? Huh? and then I say, okay. I spend 1-2 days and I respond to the closest thing to perfection is a mind without conflicts. For everything, we make conflicts. See, this monkey is very restless. Yeah. So we have to give nice bananas. You cannot fight with this monkey. Just keep it happy. But at the same time, get out from there. Get out from there. And you have to practice this sense of non-attachment. And little by little, you go on gaining the right perspectives from where you can see the thoughts that before were empowering. They were totally on top of you. Then you get out and you start seeing them. You don't feed them with your attention.
Yeah.
You don't reject them. You don't attract them, but you observe them with an objective approach. And little by little, that influence of the negativity of the mental trips, it becomes less and less and less. And you will feel more comfort with life, with your mind. Okay?
Absolutely. 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 So if you're ready, if we go into this,
I am.
and then we'll sort of come back afterwards. I'll share my experience and encourage anybody that's watching if they wish to share as well. So that's brilliant. Over to you.
Okay. Wherever you are, just sit. If you are on a chair, sit on the chair. If you are on the floor, sit on the chair. On the floor, the important thing is that you feel comfortable. You close your eyes. Become aware of your body, the physical body. Feel the body, the sensation of touch of your body in touch with the surface where it's sitting. With your eyes closed, try to remember the surroundings where you are. Become aware of external sounds. Become aware of your clothes in contact with your skin. And then come back to the body, this time to see if there is any tension, any physical tension that you may have been holding without noticing it. And if you find spots of tension in your body, just mentally let it go. Go there and let it go. Don't force your body to become relaxed. Just let it go. Feel at ease. And if you have this attitude in front of your body, you will notice how the body will respond with openness, relaxation, and stillness. Natural. The only movement that you are able to perceive in this moment is the movement of your own natural breath through the nostrils. Bring your awareness there and see yourselves breathing. See your body breathing. You're not doing the breath. The breath happens by itself. When you are sleeping, still you are breathing, but you are not aware that you are breathing. So you are not the one who is doing the breath. The breath is happening constantly since the moment you came to this world until you will depart. Inhalations and exhalations. Just for a minute, become aware of this natural, spontaneous breathing process. And as you go on with this awareness, you notice that you have a tendency to become internalize. Maintain this awareness. Then you are going to forget about the breath and bring your attention to the mental field. Whatever is happening in the mind in this moment, you are going to become the unaffected, objective observer of that. Here, no expectations, no self-judgment, no rejections, no attractions. Little by little, you will master the witness, the unaffected witness. It does not matter which kind of thought tries to cross through your mind. Don't try to stop it. Just let it pass. But remain aware and let it move and try not to get involved in this. Rather, you see this as if you were seeing people passing on the street. You don't feel like running behind any particular person. You just see people passing in the same way you see the traffic in the mind. Maybe some thoughts or emotions, memories. Just let it pass. If nothing comes, also watch this. Remember, no expectation. Oh, nothing is coming now. No. Understand the witness. I am not the mind. This is why you say, my mind. You must be someone who has a mind. In this moment, this is the attitude, seeing the mental field and the movement that is taking place without identifying with that. If you reject, then you become more identified. If you attract, also, no self-judgment. There is no bad or good thought during this practice. Thought is a thought, like a wave that passes and you observe it in a very objective way. Keep on. Stay there. If for some reason you go a little bit astray, don't be hard on yourself. Watch this, and in a very gentle way, try to bring the attention without fighting the mind. Simply, you are learning to observe these things that you are not. You need to realize this gradually. And this is the practice, observing. Don't get alarmed by the qualities of the thoughts that may come, or feelings. Simply you see that and practice non-attachment to this, but you should see it. No reaction. Now, bring your awareness back to your breath. Forget for the time being the film and just know that your body is breathing. Just know this. You can see your inhalations and exhalations and let them to happen as they happen. You don't need to control anything. Simply stay aware of this. Now, again, back to the film. Remember, no expectations, no attractions, no rejections, no self-judgment, not being hard with yourself. The unaffected, unattached observer of the thought, or whatever comes, or if nothing comes, observing that too. see in this moment where is the mind, but don't be hard. Just see where it's going, where it's taking you. Just try to see that. That is okay. It does not matter which thought may come to you. You simply remain as the unaffected witness. Okay, finally come out from the film and just for last time, short time, feel the natural breath again. Feel the movements of inhalations and exhalation going on, and you are observing this. Forget about the breath, keeping your eyes closed. Become aware of physical sensations again. Feel the touch in between your body and the surface where you are sitting. Feel this contact of your body to the floor or to the chair or to the sofa. And remember your body as if you were seeing it with the eyes open. Remember the surroundings. Know where your body is sitting in this moment. Again, become aware of all kind of external sound and noises. And then, little by little, in a conscious way, taking your time, start moving yourself and opening the eyes as the practice is over.
Wow, thank you very much indeed. Actually, most of the time, my mind was blank. It was absolutely amazing, but that was lovely. There, it was just really peculiar.
Did you watch also this blank mind also?
I was very, very aware of it. And I was thinking, okay, what's going to come? And it was just like nothing. And then, because sometimes when I close my eyes, I become very aware of different faces that come in and out. I have no idea who they are. And I just totally trust. I really do totally trust.
Yeah.
And a face
The
came in.
faces that you saw are little archetypes of that they have filtered into the subconscious and unconscious mind, and they start manifesting. But you know, you watch all these things, it's nothing.
I literally have no idea who they are. They're not faces that I recognize. They're not people that I'm aware I've met. And so, but most of the time I wasn't even getting that. And I did get one face. I'm fairly certain it was female, but beyond that. And then I became aware of me with a green, but to me, it was a beautiful green. It wasn't a dark green hat on. And I was just like, okay, fine. I don't wear hats. And I thought, okay, this is what I'm getting. And then that sort of just faded, and then there was nothing else. And it was just like, no, do you know what? I'm chilled with this. I'm actually loving the fact that I'm not, for once in my life, my mind is actually quite still.
That's great.
Yeah. So, okay. All right. Malathi, you've just said thank you. If you'd like to type in and share, and Nikki, you just put there. If you'd like to type in and share anything that you got, that would be really, really good. So please do, because sort of we are all different. I know that where I am, that there are times I can't shut my mind up.
Yes.
I really can't. And there are other times, maybe when I'm being asked to not think about something, to think about it, sometimes my mind can go totally blank on me. And it's usually at a time I'd actually like it to give me something. But I'm actually very content that today, on the whole, I was witnessing, to me, peace. That there wasn't anything disrupting,
Yes.
just allowing.
That is the attitude. Yeah. But what people usually do is that, you know, anything that appears there, then they make a mess from anything. You know, we have this tendency to complicate things in this mind. It's so simple to be simple. Simplicity is something that starts in the mind. Yeah. Yeah. If you have a simple mind, you are a queen or a king.
But I think so many of us have been brought up with, and it's almost as if you've got to make things complicated. No, you haven't. Life is very simple, very easy if you let it be. And the more mind chatter that you have, the more complicated it is. And I just can't see I've learnt it's not where I was. It really wasn't. My mind was constantly going. It never shut up. The mind chatter was dreadful. And I was always putting a judgment on other people rather than just being internal, and accepting the fact that actually in the majority of cases, other people aren't paying any attention to you at all because they're dealing with all their own stuff.
Very good.
Yeah. So Malathi says peaceful, grounded feeling.
Yes.
So she's obviously got a great sense from that. So thank you for sharing, Malathi. Nikki, if any of the others of you, you'd like to share sort of anything about that, please feel free to. Or if we've got a couple of minutes left, or if you've got any questions you'd like to ask Swami Mukti, please feel free to type those in. It's really important, and know that the joy is this is going to now go up onto YouTube, and you can come back and you can do this again.
Yes.
And I suppose actually for me, that's the thought would be, if your mind's getting over busy, make time at that time to come back, because the joy with YouTube is you can fast forward to the beginning of this, and make time to come and sit quietly and do it again, and allow yourself to become totally aware of your mind. Am I right in thinking that actually sometimes when our mind's getting overactive, we should stop and actually allow ourselves to become aware of what is going on in our head, so that we can, then it's not a matter of controlling it, but we can have an understanding to calm it. Does that make sense?
Yes. Not trying to control this mind, other way, it will put you down. Yeah. You have to be strategic and tricky with the tricky mind. You have to know how to play with that. Yeah. Until little by little, you know, and this is not just a meditation practice. You know, gradually you go on integrating this attitude in front of life. Be aware when when you are doing whatever you are doing. Be mindful, as the Buddhist people say. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever, observe yourself. When anger comes to you, observe it. Huh? When happiness comes to you, when everything, see yourself. It's a beautiful film to watch. Yeah. Incredible.
Yeah. And Nikki has said, washing machine head is the hardest to switch off. I love that description. I think that's brilliant, Nikki.
That is very nice.
And it's hard to remember that everyone is too busy to notice us. And I don't know how is it that we've been brought up that we're worried about other people's judgment, yet actually the truth of the matter is the majority of people aren't, because then, no disrespect to anybody, but they're not even thinking about us because we're all too busy and too worried about what's going on in our own lives.
Yeah, we try to escape from ourselves. Nobody likes to face themselves. And this is why the way to escape is just looking at others, and we start judging, because we are afraid of ourselves. We don't know how to be with ourselves. And this is why we occupy so much from others. But, it's like wasting time. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have come to this life. The universe has given to us this opportunity to know more about ourselves. You are not this little face that you see in the mirror every morning brushing your teeth. You are much more than that. Huh? So use your life properly, because it is an opportunity, that we have, and just we go on wasting time.
Yeah.
So this is my advice. Little by little, increment this practice and bring it as an attitude in front of life, in front of your experiences. And you will see how liberating is this. Of course, this thing has to go gradually.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. It's not like instant coffee, little by little. Yeah.
And
processes are important. Yeah.
And as you come to realize that it's true, it is, be true to you, that it actually doesn't matter about what other people think about you, because actually in the majority of cases they aren't anyway.
Let them to be busy with others.
Trust in yourself and be true to yourself.
Yeah, this is very important. Yeah. And that is what we have to realize, that we need to be truthful to ourselves. Yeah. Of course, at the beginning we don't know, and then we go on making a lot of mistakes. But it's great, because with these mistakes, gradually we learn. Yeah. This is my history, you know, a lot of mistakes. But I am glad that I make mistakes and I became aware. Mistakes have helped me to come out from mistakes. Yeah. So this is
Yeah, carry on.
this is life. You see, um, um, we have not come ready-made. Yeah. Yeah. We have to pass through processes from the raw material to the refined one. Our consciousness needs refinement so that we can go deeper, and we need to treat this obstacle that is in between, this mind, uneducated mind that we have. Yeah. So that we can really contact who we are. We are the heart, you know.
I don't actually believe we make mistakes. We do things.
Yes.
And I think it is part of this world that
Oh.
it's just like, you've made a mistake. No, you haven't. I think, what was it, Einstein? Or was it, no, one of the inventors, and the guy, Edison, that's what, it was the E that was right, Edison, 10,000 different ways to try and make the light bulb.
Of
And
course.
it was just 10,000 steps. It wasn't 10,000 mistakes. It was 10,000 steps.
Exactly.
It didn't make mistakes.
Those ones who have not made mistake, raise their hands. Somebody say that, and everybody went out. You know, because we all make mistakes. It is necessary.
But
So
it's just a learning curve. I don't actually necessarily see it as a mistake. It is just you could say the same about your previous years.
Part of life.
Yeah.
Why we have to eradicate it, you know? Of course, if we keep the whole life making mistake, that means we have not taken mistake in the right way. Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. We're coming to the end of the program. Is there any last little thing you'd like to share with our viewers? And thank you to those that have shared their experience of this. And please feel free to post on the website for those of you that watch it later. So please feel free to. We're happy to have you share with us. So is there anything lastly that you'd like to say to folks?
Yes. Just to have as a purpose to reduce the mental weight. Remember that a light mind gives to you a beautiful experience about your life. Why to walk with so much heaviness? Huh? You are not these things that you are believing that you are. Try to gain a little bit of that. But before, you have to see which is the obstacle that doesn't allow you to do that. And this is why I gave to you this practice, so that you can have the key to open the doors of the heart. That is my message to all of you. And thank you very much for this.
Thank you so much for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure. It really has, and a wonderful, wonderful sort of practice technique, meditation to use to help calm the mind. It's brilliant, and just learning to observe what's going on rather than being in judgment of what's going on in your head. So that is brilliant. Thank you so much indeed. And I hope folks will look at joining us next week as well. We're being joined by a lady called Jessica Woods, and she's going to be free falling, which is a meditation with Jessica. So I hope you will join us next week. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. And next week, folks, we are back to 7:30 in the evening for UK time. So it'll be different time, sort of we're back to our normal time. So I hope that you'll be to join us, and even if you can't join us live, please sign up. You'll automatically get the link to the replays. And Malathi and Nikki have said, Malathi said, thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Swami Mukti. And Nikki has sort of hearts and thank you. So thank you very much, Swami Mukti, for joining us today.
Thank you, Sarah, and thank you all those people who were listening. Allow me to share with them. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, my pleasure. Thank you, folks. Have a wonderful week. I hope you'll continue to join us, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.
Yes, no problem. Now you know my address.
Absolutely. Love, peace, and light to you all. Bless you all. Namaste.